Hello everyone and welcome to my tiny kitchen. Easter is just around the corner. Whenever I was spending Easter with my family, on Good Friday we try not to eat meat. And I'm a big meat eater myself, but I thought that it's going to be a good opportunity to show all the vegetarians out there or people that want to take a break from eating meat but are on a diet and want to get enough protein, to show you how you can create a full day of eating 5 meals all based on 1600 calories. So yeah, let's go. So first meal today that I'm going to make is my absolute favorite, something that I have every single day, and it's porridge. Okay, so I called it protein oats. It's going to be with some walnuts and apple. So first thing I do is I take a bowl and always place it on my scale, turn it on, and the oats that I use are usually these ones because they're gluten-free. I'm gluten intolerant, but you can use other just regular oats if you want. And I'm going to weigh 30 grams of that. Too much. Now this is the almond milk that I absolutely love, but you can use any other one. And these things are also very handy to have in the kitchen, so you can quickly measure your portion. Okay, so I'm gonna put half a cup to the 30 grams of oats. It's quite a lot. Okay, and I'm going to put it into microwave for 90 seconds. So while that's cooking, I'm going to have half an apple shredded, because it's just easier to eat for me instead of having it in chunks. Also, in the meantime, I actually already boiled the kettle because I'm going to add a protein powder to the oats, but I don't want it to put it into microwave with everything else, because then protein powder gets really lumpy, and I want it to be nice and smooth. Protein powders are very handy especially when you're vegetarian, because it's just easier to add and make sure that you have enough protein in your diet. Okay, so my oats are out of the microwave. I'm going to add some protein powder to it. Sorry about my massive container of protein powder, but I'm just trying to save some space in my tiny kitchen. So this one in particular, it's the Prana protein powder, which is vegan and gluten-free, and this is chocolate flavor, but you're more than welcome to use whatever flavor you like. I'm going to add half a scoop into my oats, and I'm going to top it up with some hot water because it doesn't have enough liquid. With my apple, and also I have 10 grams of walnuts here. So with the nuts, it's very easy to overdo on calories. So this is how 10 grams of walnuts actually looks like. It's not very much at all. I'm going to just chop it and sprinkle over. I'm going to top it up with some maple flavored syrup from Queen, and this one is a new one, and it's actually apple and cinnamon, which it's perfect for this dish, and it only has 20 calories per 2 tablespoons, and tablespoon is quite a lot, so you don't actually have to measure it because it doesn't make that much of a difference to your meal, but I will for this purpose, so it's actually 2 tablespoons. And I'm also going to top it up with some cinnamon, because I absolutely love cinnamon. Alright, and this is your protein oats, and it has 360 calories, 21 grams of protein, 13 grams of fat, and 36 grams of carbs. Enjoy! Okay guys, this is meal number 2. I'm going to make a quick omelette and put it into a wrap. Okay, so for this meal you actually don't really need much of a scale. Okay, I'm going to turn my pan on and put 1 teaspoon of coconut oil into it. So that's another thing that you want to be careful of, how much you're actually using, because it's very easy to overdo on oil. Okay, and I'm going to add 3 mushrooms and some cherry tomatoes. So the mushrooms will be about 100 grams. Okay, and while that's cooking, I'm going to use some spinach, some cherry tomatoes, and some lettuce. When it comes to spinach and lettuce, it has so little calories. You don't really have to be that accurate when it comes to measurements. And for the actual omelette, I'm going to use 1 egg, which I want to crack into a ball. And also put 1/4 cup, so that's egg whites. Okay, so I have my mushrooms and spinach and tomatoes on the frying pan, and you can use whatever vegetables you like. This is just my favorite combo. I'm going to add my eggs to the pan, mix it, spread it evenly. I'm actually going to top it up with a little bit of Parmesan cheese. It's all included in your recipe. And just to let you know, I love these gluten-free wraps. This one in particular is only 100 calories per serve. So I love the flavor of it, so I'm just gonna put it down. And I'm also going to use some lettuce in the middle. Put some lettuce. And I'm going to fold it over. Voila! So that meal actually only has 300 calories, 21 grams of protein, 13 grams of fat, and 20 grams of carbs. Okay guys, now it's time for your post-workout smoothie, or you can have it even without training. So first of all, make sure you have ice Then we're going to use almond milk and whole cup. You can always top it up with water if it's not enough, but if there's less liquid, it's just gonna make it a little bit more thick. Now I'm going to use half of a banana. Okay, and protein powder again, prana. This one is chocolate, but you can use whatever flavor you want. Okay, I'm going to use 1 date. So this one needs to get the seed removed. And also some peanut butter. Again, with the nuts and peanut butters, you want to be a little bit more careful because it's very high in calories. So this is half a tablespoon I'm going to use. Mix it so you don't just get the fat. Okay, that's it. Blend it and serve it. Okay, my smoothie is all done. It literally just took a couple of seconds. Pour it in a glass. If you want, make sure you get all the bits. That's it. Oh, yeah. So just so you know, this smoothie has 325 calories, 19 grams of protein, 12 grams of fat, and 36 grams of carbs. Hello again. Just wanted to show you guys an idea for a very quick salad. Most of the things I've already pre-cooked because I always cook it in a big batch and then just keep it in the fridge separately, so I can then mix all together and make a quick salad. So for this one in particular, I am using some pumpkin. So the way I do the pumpkin is I just chop it into cubes and bake it in the oven with some olive oil spray, salt and pepper and paprika. So that's about 150 grams of pumpkin. So I'm going to just put everything into a bowl that is on a scale, so I know exactly how much things I'm using. So I'm gonna mix 150 grams of pumpkin. It's going to be a massive salad. Then you just need to reset the scale. From there, I'm going to use 100 grams of also roasted cauliflower. So that's it. If you go over a little bit, it's not such a big deal. Then I'm using this rice and quinoa. I actually ran out. I cooked the whole cup of it and I absolutely love it. Really, really like it. So there's 50 grams of that. That's actually still warm. Oops. Bit messy, as always. Perfect. And then I'm going to use some feta salad, feta cheese. So this is the feta cheese reduced that I use, and I use 25 grams of that, which is actually what is the serving size. So that is how 25 grams look, and I'm going to add that. Rocket about a third of that, so just a handful. Really doesn't, you don't have to really count it very precisely. And the last thing is the dressing. So I really like that brand in particular. It's not anything specific in terms of calories, but I just really like the flavor of it. And the serving size here is 10 grams, but I'm going to use 20 because why not? So 20 grams. So with the dressings, you just need to be careful how much you're using, because you can very easily go over. And I'm going to mix it and serve it. So now I have my salad mixed and plated, and now look at the size of it. So that's quite a lot of food for 250 calories. There's 15 grams of protein, 5 grams of fat, and 36 grams of carbs. Okay, so the last meal of the day is going to be just a simple, humble pasta. I really like these ones. This is San Remo red lentil pasta. I've already pre-cooked it. I only use 60 grams of that. And then absolutely love these sauces. They're all different kinds. They're all gluten-free. And they're super low on calories. It's only 23 calories per portion. There's about 4 portions in that little bag. And I also have about 150 grams of some veggies and a sprinkle of Parmesan cheese when I finish. So I'm just gonna, I pre-cooked the pasta, so I'm just gonna cook the veggies in some olive oil and mix it all together, and that's it. So my pasta is now ready. It really took me no time at all to make it, and it's 326 calories, 17 grams of protein, 7 grams of fat, and 48 grams of carbs. So all the meals that I showed you today, guys, are about 1600 calories. So just wanted to show you that even as a vegetarian, you can still come up with all sorts of different meals. You can have plenty of food, you can hit your macros and your calories, and you don't really need anything too fancy. You don't need hundreds of different ingredients. You don't need some complicated recipes or any fancy kitchen equipment or cooking skills. It's all quite basic, so I'm sure that if I can do it, you can do it too.